Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is a week commencing the 23rd of June, and today marks the summer solstice, so happy summer solstice to you all. We've got a beautifully glorious hot day in the UK today, so anyway, let's see. First card out. Oh, no messing. Cornucopia. This is absolute abundance, happiness. This is your, I don't know, you've just got everything that you want at the moment. Or for next week, it's feeling that like really fulfilled. Beautiful card. And then you have a woman holding a coin. Woman holding a coin makes me feel like there's something to do with the financial situation coming in, some sort of control, and but also it makes me feel very settled, like, because the coins in the tarot are attributed to, well, Virgo as well as Capricorn and Taurus, and it's a feeling of very secure, balanced, but also with that cornucopia, it's like real abundance coming in. Lovely. Let's have a look what the tarot has to say. We're using the light Seers for you, Virgo. So, dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Virgo and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. I do apologise. You're going to hear my dog bark in a minute. We're trying to keep her indoors because it's far too hot for her outdoors. She does bark. Okay, so we've got two out. We've got the Five of Wands. They want you to focus on the Five of Wands next week. I love that. Five of Cups is your opportunity. What's your challenge, please, and thank you. What's Virgo's challenge? Thank you. Ten of Cups. Okay, and what's bubbling under the surface for you, Virgo? You hear her whining. Nine of Wands. And your final advice and outcome, please and thank you for Virgo. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse. Righty-ho. Okay, Five of Wands is what they want you to focus on next week. Now, I see this as a positive with that cornucopia and woman holding a coin. I just feel like they're saying, Virgo, get back in the race. Get back into that competitive energy that you have. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Are you comparing yourself? What do they say? Comparison is a thief of joy. And you think, oh my gosh, you know, so-and-so and so-and-so, you know, I don't know, are so much better at that than me. I don't know. There's like a focus of, no, get back in there, Virgo. And Five of Cups is your opportunity. Yeah, let go of these negative aspects that you're having about something. You might be holding on to something that happened before that left you disappointed, but there's like an opportunity to let go of that. Ten of Cups is your challenge. Now, it might be that you have to, I don't know, not be, I don't know, I was going to say, the person that always gives the love, always gives the attention to others, make sure everybody's happy, you know, sunshine and rainbows. It might be you need to put that on stop just for a little while in order for you to get back into this Five of Wands energy. Nine of Wands is what's really niggling at you. Now, the Nine of Wands is hard work. You know, things are just hard work. It's about also putting up some boundaries. I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of an imbalance going on at the moment. I do feel like there's some situation where you are, I want to say, you know that you need to be getting out there, working your butt off for, but for some reason you're I don't know, I'm really drawn to the fact that she's behind all those wands. You're putting boundaries up, which is not a bad thing, but for some reason it's niggling at you, and maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you need to. It's almost like a resistance to thinking, and again, I think it's down to self-doubt, a little bit of self-doubt going on, that you can't get out there and do what they're doing. You've got the Six of Swords, look, as your advice and outcome. Now, this is in reverse. So Six of Swords this way is like you're captaining your own ship. You're moving forward. You're leaving troubled times. That side, that way up, I just feel like you're going against the tide. And you're making things a lot harder for yourself than they need to be because, you know, it's all about the flow of the universe, isn't it? And it's like, you know, people think that they have to, something has to be really hard work for them in order to get the recognition and achievement. But in actual fact, it's the opposite. Go with the flow, Virgo. Stop going against the tide, I think is what they're saying there. Right, Five of Wands, why are you here? Please and thank you for Virgo. That's clarified by the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Sun card. Wow, really positive cards. Yeah, this is like Virgo, get a new vitality. Yeah, everything's positive. Go for it. I don't know. You need to get back in that race. That's all I keep hearing. The Three of Cups. Also, you've got people celebrating your success here. I don't know if you're, again, there's a bit of self-doubt coming in, but others around you see your success. They're celebrating it with you. You've got a lovely friendship group here. And then you've got the Two of Swords. This is considering two options. So I don't know if you've been thinking that there isn't an option at all, or that you need to, that you can't possibly do this. You can't possibly, I don't know if you're, maybe you've, you know, not being able to get back to work for a long time. And now it's like, well, yes, I can get back in there, go out in the big wide world again, Virgo. And the Two of Swords as a focus is like, look at your options. There's more than one. The Five of Cups is your opportunity. And I just feel like, you know, I don't know if you've been, and we all get a little bit stuck in a rut. And we remember how things haven't worked well for us rather than how they have. There's something coming in that's going to help you change that energy. Okay. Okay, we've got the Hermit as an opportunity. And I just feel like this is saying, take some time out also to have a good think. Oh, and it's Virgo. You just turned up in your own reading. Opportunity for you to be you, Virgo. Who are you? Who are you? Who said that? Oh, what's her name? Delia Smith at Norwich City match. Funny, I'm wearing Norwich City colours. Anyway, yeah, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to be you next week, Virgo. Get out of this maybe a little bit of a rut that you're in. You've got the Eight of Swords. Look, you can move on. She's feeling trapped, but there's an opportunity. Like there's like, yeah, release those ties, if you like. I don't know what you're tied to. It's kind of like you keep talking yourself out of something, but it's like, no, go for it. You need a little push because you've got the Tower coming in, and this is big change. But as an opportunity, it feels very positive. It's like, wow, I don't know. If we see the Ace of Pentacles coming in, there's something coming in that allows you to get back into a competitive energy, a more adventurous, competitive energy. Ten of Cups is your challenge. And I just think all this is you thinking, oh, but I'm not going to be able to be there for everybody and hope and make sure everybody's happy. And yeah, look, Two of Cups as well. Page of Cups, and one more, please, and thank you for Virgo. Seven of Cups, all cups, all emotions, and Ten of Cups is your challenge. Yeah, there's a massive emotional side to you that feels like you, people will not cope without you, maybe. But the Two of Cups as a challenge is like saying, well, I feel like you don't like to be seen, because the Two of Cups, people are on the same level. And it's almost like you quite like taking, you know, you quite like just being on the same level. But in actual fact, what they want you to do is be on that level now, because that's the Five of Wands level. That's the competitive. You're sitting a bit comfortably. You've got the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups as a challenge can be emotionally a little bit up and down. You know what? Maybe you are one day you're feeling great, next day you're feeling pretty crap. And it can be to do with the family around you too. There could be an issue with the family going on that's making you feel like that. But I feel like you've got to rise above it. And then you've got the Seven of Cups also. This is you procrastinating over what you should be doing. Now, the Nine of Wands is bubbling under the surface. It's kind of like saying, I just feel like you are putting up a boundary here. I just feel like you need to literally jump over those wands and get into that Five of Wands energy. It's like you're staying in the background about something. Nine of Wands, why are you here? Please and thank you. Now, traditionally speaking, the Nine of Wands is about the wounded warrior feeling shattered, but it's also about putting boundaries up. I don't know, you can put too many boundaries up. Wow. So you've got the Six of Wands. This is public recognition. Is this what you're afraid of? You're afraid of being successful, Virgo, and taking you outside your comfort zone. You've got the Ten of Wands. This is about new beginnings, letting go of those burdensome times, but it's almost like you daren't because you're not used to the attention. Now, you do have the Three of Swords. Oh, there's perhaps, again, you've got the Five of Cups here as an opportunity to let go of that. That's still bubbling under the surface, heartache, heartbreak, something that happened. And something you're perhaps still healing and overcoming with that Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands is very much the card of healing for me. I always love the green drape there, sort of a nod to Archangel Raphael there. And it's victorious too. It's a lovely card of victory, and you are getting there, and you've battled hard to get there. And I now think now's the time to go, right, Five of Wands, here I am. Six of Swords is your advice and outcome. Stop going against the tide. You know what to say. People think that to be successful and have the recognition, you have to work really, really hard and make life a lot harder than it needs to be. I'm not saying, you do nothing and it comes to you. That's definitely not the case. But if there's an easy option, you go for it. Why take the harder option? Because that's how we've been brought up. So, oh no, the easy option is never a good way. Well, of course it is. That's what the universe tells you. That's why they give it to you. Follow it. Maybe that's why you got the Tower coming in, It's like a bit of a shake-up there. Clarified by... You've got Temperance. I absolutely love this for you. The advice of the Temperance card is be patient. It's also about making changes and making things happen. It's almost saying by going with the flow a little bit more, it gives you this opportunity to, I don't know, answer a calling that you might have. That's very Judgment card, but I'm feeling that the Temperance and the Judgment, are they the same archangels in them? I don't know. No, I don't think they are. There's a big archangel present here. But this is being patient as well. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. It will work out. You've got the Five of Swords. Look, talk about leaving things behind. This is a battle they've had, and they're now walking away. It's exactly what that Six of Swords is saying. Stop making things hard for yourself. Walk away. Go the easier route. Then you've got the Strength card, and it's just a reminder that how strong you are, and that you have the courage and determination to do this. Wow, that's a lovely reading. Let's have a look, Virgo. Very different to all the rest. So what's the final message, please, and thank you for Virgo? Thank you. These are the manifestation cards. It says, choose happiness now. Resistance blocks your desires from coming to you. Can you believe that? You create resistance in yourself by feeling anxious or worried about receiving what you want. Oh my gosh. You will melt away those negative feelings that are causing resistance and blocking delivery when you find a way to feel happy now before receiving your desires. Exactly. Go with the flow. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Because that is how we've been brought up, isn't it? It's like, well, if you haven't worked really hard for it, you don't deserve it. Rubbish. Anyway, I hope you have a great week, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, as always, for watching.